I'm in London. It's glorious sunshine right now, but the temperatures are going to soar on the 10th of June 2014 when we prepare to go to Fuzhou, China to cover the first IDBF Dragon Boat World Cup. You may recall that last summer in 2013 it was the World Nations Championships and we were with you every step of the way and there was some amazing coverage. Do you remember 2013?
China nearest, Germany next, then Canada, United States, you can see the blue and red of the United States, Philippines beyond, and Czech Republic, and they're off. This is it. This is the grand final of everything. The pinnacle of this race.
Oh, Murray, this is too close to call. You just cannot tell from this angle, Murray, who's going to win the blue ribbon event.
No, the cameraman again coming on the USA. There's the USA. They think they're going to win. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Too close to call. Let's have the camera parallel to them. Here they come now.
Wow!
Here they come. China.
China!
It's China.
China's going to do it this time.
Yes. China, Germany, Canada, USA,
United States,
Hungary, Philippines, and Czech Republic. What excitement for the whole lineup of all the umpire boats there. Well, I reckon China were holding themselves back in that semi-final.
They certainly reversed the decision, didn't they? The outcome from the semis.
They were beaten by the Germans in the semi, but they came back with a vengeance.
That was Hungary. That was the World Championships, and that was 2013. And Murray, I'm now here with Murray Jones, who of course was at race side with me throughout those World Championships, and we certainly witnessed some spectacular racing there, Murray.
Well, I think all of the 300 races was summed up in the last race of the whole event. I think China adjusted their finish for the semi-final in order to be out on the edge, out of sight of everybody else, to come in first in the final.
There was some tactical racing going on for sure from China's point of view, because normally they would have tried to get into the middle of the park, but they preferred to go in that inside lane, didn't they? Because they thought they might get a little bit of an advantage, maybe.
Well, I think they don't like losing, and probably losing in the previous race, they made up for it in the final.
Yeah. Well, they certainly won't. They certainly won't like losing in China in June, when the teams will be arriving on the 9th of June. And then I understand, Murray, that we're going to be kicking off on the 10th with heats probably in the morning, I think.
Some heats will be going on. We haven't got a detailed programme of the 10th yet, but certainly there will be some heats going on.
But certainly from the 11th to the 12th we'll be having international racing. There will be the opening ceremony, and we'll be bringing you all of this coverage live. In terms of the teams, an interesting concept, this World Cup, because it is the first World Cup ever, and it's going to be held on Chinese soil, on where the sport began. So it's nice it's going back to its roots. Murray, how do you feel about going back to China, to where the sport began?
Well, Kuyuan came from that, and all over China there are dragon boat events, have been now for the best part of 2,000 years, and it'll be great coming back to their roots. How this event develops, I don't know, because throughout the summer there are going to be the Asian and European championships for nations. There's going to be club crews in Italy, so there's a lot of cross-discipline racing going on.
There certainly is. Now, it's going to be an interesting format. It's a different concept to anything that's ever been tried before, and in terms of the teams going there, this isn't an open race to everybody, is it, Murray? It's restricted to, is it something like the top 15 teams in the world?
That's right. The top teams, based on previous events, are going to be there. And so we'll be, it'll be a little bit of a hit and miss because, of course, people come and go from various teams. People fall out or drop out, and so the team makeup will be rather different to what we might have seen before.
And so we've got Australia, Canada, China, Czech Republic, Germany, Hungary, Macau, the Philippines, Ukraine, the USA, French Polynesia, which of course is Tahiti Nui, Ghana, Great Britain, Russia and Thailand. They're the 15 teams that will be coming along, providing they're still going to be able to make it, because sometimes we do have last minute glitches, and there is a reserve list of Chinese Taipei, Hong Kong, Italy, Indonesia, Japan, Poland, Puerto Rico, Trinidad and Tobago. But of those teams, Murray, I mean, which ones are your money on again? I mean, there's always going to be the favourites and there's always going to be the dark horses. Who's it going to be for you? Who's your money on?
Well, we didn't see Tahiti in the last World Championships, but because there's support from the sponsors for travel and prizes to be won, money prizes, I reckon that Tahiti will be definitely there, and I should think they will shake up a lot of people who thought they were good.
If I was going to put money on a team, it would be, as a dark horse, it would be the Tahitians, because I saw them compete at the 2012 European Nations Championships at Nottingham, and they blitzed the rest of the European crowd. So I think they might be a good one to give to press China.
I think so too. I don't know how the Chinese now have their selection system, but in the past it's been various villages and towns told to take their team to these events, but goodness knows what they've got now, and how you get that with 1,000 million people over several thousand kilometres of space, how they're going to select the best paddlers for the event.
It's going to be a huge exercise, and it is a huge country, and of course we're doing this coverage in collaboration with CCTV, Chinese Central Television. They're our partners, and the audience potentially is 1 billion people out there that may be watching this. I'm told there may be over 100,000 spectators at Waterside. But in terms of the team racing, I think we've got two categories. There's going to be the standard boat category and there's going to be the small boats. And I think the standard boats competition is Premier Mixed, is that right?
It's all for mixed teams,
yes.
The standard boats, and then the individual men's and women's boats will be in the 10 paddlers boats. So it will be very interesting, because I think the 10 person boats probably won't become an international event eventually, because all that was done with the 10 person boats was the middle section of the 20 man boat taken out, and the hydrodynamics of the boats are not good for watching for people outside. However, I always say that you could get 5 people in a bathtub race, and the best paddlers will win. So
yeah, even if they're paddling with the opposite end of the paddle, you know, if they're good technically, then they'll probably come through.
Yeah. But I think there will be a development which will allow for 10-person boats, the less expensive boats, so that developing nations will be able to compete on level playing grounds with everybody else.
And of course that is good for the sport, because it is an exclusive sport, and it does encourage people of all age groups and you know, generations and sizes and shapes and spaces. So in terms of the competitions, what's exciting about, and what I'm really looking forward to about the competitions, is the different formats we're going to have. Because of course in the World Championships the standard racing is normally the 2,000 metres, the 1,000 metres, the 500 metres and the 200 metres. But this one we've got five different competitions these teams are going to be competing in, and we've got 100 metres, a 200 metres, a 400 metres and 1,000 metres in a slightly different format this time. Can you tell us a little bit about this 100 metres? Because this is really Usain Bolt sprinting territory, and I'm told it's going to be like a round robin type thing.
Well, I think yes, it'll be the one-on-one racing, and it'll be furious paddling, lots of water being disturbed, and people will be just getting over their starting procedure when they've got to think about the finish.
Yeah.
So this will be something totally new, and of course having all these different formats as with Usain Bolt, Usain Bolt doesn't go into 1500 metres or 5000 metres because he uses different muscles.
Yes.
Well, in dragon boating they're going to be using all their muscles.
Yes.
And they've got to be able to sprint as well as go for the longer distance.
So for this 100 metres round robin one then, is there any particular teams that you think that might be better suited to? You know, the faster team, you know, the faster stroke rates?
Yeah, I think the Chinese have always been good at that because the last 50 to 100 metres they really turn on the heat when they are racing in the ordinary races. So let's look out for them.
And then of course we've got the 200 metres, which we're all familiar with, which is the IDBF, you know, one of their blue ribbon sort of events, haven't we, in the straight line. Nothing new there, but we'll still be excited to see it on Chinese territory. And then we've got a 400 metres relay race, which I'm really looking forward to, because I've never seen a relay in a dragon boat before. Have you?
No, I've never seen this. They start with 200 metres for the women, and then the final leg is the men in another 200 metres in the 10-man boats.
And I think at the you know, they work it out on a combined sort of score from both the women's side and the men's side to make it the final team score. Yeah.
Oh, there are points in almost anything. I haven't seen any points for dress yet. But
yeah.
Certainly positions within races.
Yeah.
There's going to be points.
And then we have the 500 metres, which of course we're all familiar with. And then this, again, the one I'm intrigued about is the 1,000 metres. Because normally the 1,000 metres in the World Championships, which you would have seen in Hungary, was in a straight line. This is going to be a circular course, similar to, what, 2,000 metres?
The 2,000 metres that we've had in all of the World Championships so far, it will be around a circuit, but it will be half the distance. But again, it's going to be rather frantic pursuit racing, so this will be something new for us as well.
So I don't think you're going to be able to go away from the television so easily and make cups of tea and cups of coffee. I think you might have to get your flasks ready, because this World Cup is going to be fast and furious. Forget the Football World Cup, you want to be tuning into the Dragon Boat World Cup, the IDBF Dragon Boat World Cup. And in terms of, just so you get a little bit of a flavour on the points, I think we're going to have an overall winner for the World Cup and medals for each competition. And the points will be awarded, I think it's using the IDBF normal point system, where it's 19 points for a first place, 16 for a second, 14 for a third, and then it runs all the way down to 1 point for 15th place.
Yes, the people in the last place overall still get $2,000 for their trouble. So it's a big event, great big event, and lots of money to pay for. We've got some interesting boats coming past, and none of them are dragon boats today. The ducks are getting in on the act. They made their presence known earlier today, and we had to, let's just say, clean things up a little bit. Anyway, dragon boating is such an exciting water sport. It's one of the fastest growing water sports in the world. And why do you love dragon boating, Murray? I know you still paddle, don't you, in various forms, but what is it about dragon boating that you love so much? Well, it's been developed as a team building sport in schools and clubs and places where there are people with disabilities, and it's the inclusiveness of being in a boat of 20 people, which brings out the best in everybody. I find I enjoy wielding a paddle whatever I'm in, so I enjoy the whole spirit of dragon boating. And it's lovely to see in some of the club events that we've had how after the finals the teams that didn't win provide an archway for the winners to come through. And that's the spirit of amateur sport and of course dragon boating. And
that's how it should be. And of course this World Cup is the very, very best sport you can have. It's the highest order. It's the international racing. It's IDBF's racing. And let's hear what a few paddlers think of dragon boating. We've heard what Murray says, but let's not just take his word for granted.
Hello, I'm Phil Reuter from Australia. I've been involved in dragon boating for about 15 years. Came from a paddler, and as I got a bit too old to compete, I became an official, which I thoroughly enjoy, and I've met some fantastic people.
Hi, my name's Michael. I'm from Montreal, Canada, and I love dragon boat because of the adrenaline rush. Hi, my name is Sándor Petra, and I came from Hungary, and I like the Dragon Boat sport because I have been doing the kayak sport for 50 years, and I like them.
Hi, my name is Norma Beaulieu. I'm from Canada. I love Dragon Boat. I'm officiating for 5 years now and still loving the sport after 18 years.
Oh, hello, my name is Martina. I come from Germany. I'm dragon boating for maybe 5 or 6 years, and I love it so because of it. It's nice teamwork.
Hi, my name is Bojana Vichman. I'm from Hungary, and I love dragon boating because it's a fun sport. Nyomj od Muszko.
Hi, I'm Murray Jones. I'm from London, UK, and I've been involved in dragon boating since the 1960s in Hong Kong, and I can't shake it off.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from Montreal, Canada, and I love dragon boating because it's just an amazing sport. It allows me to travel all over the world with really competitive people. These are amateurs from Canada, but they train like pros, and the support that we get is amazing. So, thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Camille. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a dragon boat paddler. I love the sport because it's a really great team sport. There's no stars in this sport. It's all about team effort. Everyone has to work together to get the best results, and I think that's a great thing to engender in everyone. So that's why I love it.
I'm Kate Morrow. I'm from the USA. I will be a starter here in Hungary, and I love dragon boating because of all the wonderful people that I meet all over the world.
I'm Jenny Perrin. I'm president of the United States Dragon Boat Federation. I'm one of the officials here, and I love dragon boating because I get to meet my dragon boat family from around the world.
Hi, I'm Phil from London, UK, and I love dragon boat racing because it's a team sport.
Hi, I'm James Lo. I come from Hong Kong, China, and why I like the dragon boat is because of team spirit and teamwork of the sport. Yeah.
Hey, these guys are seasoned, they know what they're talking about, they know what they like, and they all love dragon boating. We will be there in Fuzhou, counting down the days with excitement for the first IDBF Dragon Boat World Cup. You will be able to watch it on the web streaming on idbfdragonboat.tv. We'll also host it at beliefsport.tv, and of course it will go out live through CCTV in China, Chinese Central Television, to a very big audience. Murray, any final words from you?
Yes. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Get set, off you go. Let the fun begin. We'll see you in Fuzhou.